Here we go. Here we go. It's your boy Salim from Notorious Reactions. Back at it again. It's been a little while, but I'm back nonetheless. And look, man, I'm here to review some new type of content because for those of you who've been watching me for a little while, I've been making personal videos, just my camera and me speaking a lot of facts and things that I've observed over the time. But I thought, you know what? Let me incorporate video reactions because I think they bring about, the kind of the spark that lights up a new conversation. And I think you and I can learn a lot of things together by me reacting to these videos, right? Now, without further ado, we're going to be reacting to the late, great Patrice O'Neil, one of the forefathers of what is now the men's rights, men's empowerment movement, way before the Andrew Tates, the Fresh and Fits, and so on and so forth. And I like specifically his format because it comes from just observations that he's made throughout his life. And he breaks it down in a way that's, to me, is so unique and very funny, but he can sound a little cryptic sometimes because his understanding of this type of situation and the female psyche is so deep that sometimes, me, after listening to these episodes over and over and over again, I've gained, I think, an ability to kind of break it down. So you'll be able to, we'll review that together.
Because she's sicker than the next hour. We can't heal Yamanika this hour.
I don't need healing.
Yeah, you do, baby. You do. Absolutely. You are sick.
It's 400% for a relationship.
Even Jen.
It's 400%.
Yes.
It's your 100, my 100. Drew, you want to put 100 in this?
Which
100?
Dante?
Give me a look.
Patrice, that was all a female kind of fantasy perspective. It was not a typical male.
I will say that it probably is a female fantasy. It probably
then it's not a male perspective.
But that's because you never really.
I'm coming from my point of view.
Hold on, we're gonna
Right, but the point is, how you gonna be with me if you come from your point of view? You need to understand my point of view if you want me to love you.
Of course.
So,
But do you see, wait a minute, Dante, hold up. No, wait, don't.
Oh,
do you see how they do?
Yes.
Now I'm gonna tell you where the frustrated. How you see how you got a little frustrated?
Okay, I have to stop here. I'm gonna try to not to pause too much, but I want to talk about this because this is really important. What they're saying is they asked one of the guests, one of the women that's speaking, Yamanika, to break down to the guys what is the man's perspective on what they want from a woman. Because all along throughout the conversation, she was talking about, I know what men want, which really she couldn't describe it when they asked her to. And that brings us back to like something that you'll see throughout a lot of the podcasts, and regardless of the platform, regardless of who's having the conversation, you'll notice that a lot of girls and women in general, they have no idea what men want. Everything that they present in conversation is based on what they want. And like if you're somebody that looks at like evolutionary psychology, there's what we call solipsism. That's something that's part of female nature that makes them innately individualistic. They're self-centered because it goes off of the fact that like in order to survive and protect their offsprings, they have to think about themselves. But this is so deep that like they can only interpret and think about a situation based off of their own situation. That's why you'll notice that like nowadays, even down to dating, what women bring to the table is what they want from the opposite sex. That's why now they value money so much, education, which are things that, bro, don't nobody give a fuck. If you're a guy, you don't care about your woman's education, how much money she makes. But the reason why she thinks that that's important is because that's what she expects from you as a man, right? So she can only see, she thinks that the opposite sex wants what she wants. And you'll hear Patrice say that a lot. Like, you're not selling me what I want to buy in the exchange that is dating. I want femininity. I want good looks. And you want money or protection and all these things. But you're trying to sell to me what you want me to give you. You understand? Let that sink in. Anyways, let's get back to it.
Right there, because you just double talked. You just disagreed for about a good 40 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And
agreed. And
I agree. But you agree now with the shit we've been saying for the last 40 minutes. But you agree because here's what you realize. Whoa, wait a minute. These motherfuckers' argument is better than mine. So now I kind of want to listen. No, your betterness, your betterness. No. The betterness you feeling is now you're intrigued. Jen in Michigan.
Yes.
What's up, baby? Am I reading this correctly? I can't believe I'm reading what I'm reading. Say what you got to say.
Are you here?
Yes, Jen, go ahead, baby.
You.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Me?
I just think that you're a fucking asshole.
That's fair enough.
And
go ahead. What's
Why?
next?
Ask her why.
I'm an
As
asshole.
to why?
No,
As to why?
Just ask her
Well,
why.
let's see. You think that every woman is a bitch and that every woman has to bow down to you.
I never said that. Oh, thank you, Pumpkin.
You haven't said
Look
that?
at Jess.
Well, that's exactly what you've been saying
You hearing what
the
you want to
entire
hear.
night.
There was another woman, Jess. Jess, did you just disagree with this girl?
Yes.
Thank you. I'm sorry, sweetie. You haven't got a chance to talk much.
And your girlfriend, for one, I'm going, what the hell is she doing with you? And she's staying with you. And
Because he's pimping.
Because I'm
He's
better
a
than
motherfucking pimp.
Are you in a relationship, Jen?
Look,
We're doing a 75.
Yeah, good question. Are you in a
it's
relationship?
like a comic thing for you guys.
One thing about Patrice that I think we have to commend is that this is probably because of the fact that he was a comic, but he never gets phased by whatever people say to him, especially when it comes to women. And I think that's something that all of us could take in and kind of imitate, right, and absorb, because he can't be phased by whatever the fuck they're gonna say. He cannot. You know, he will not. He cannot. And that's something that I admire about him, because he keeps his head cool, and then he could just bust out with something else. He's always on the offense, right, ready to attack back, and he separates his emotions from the conversation. That way, he can have like a fruitful conversation, right? And I want you guys to observe what's going to happen. He's speaking to a lady that, like, she has spare emotions to call into a show to express her disagreement with what he's saying, right? And they're going to get into a conversation about because Patrice's girlfriend asked if she's in a relationship, because she's calling basically to say that whatever the hell he has with his girlfriend is not a real relationship, and that he's somehow a woman hater, from what I understand. But let's pick it up.
Are you in a relationship?
Look, let's
Jess run this. Go ahead, Jess.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I've been married for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I can say that our relationship is better than whatever the hell you have.
Where's your husband?
He's right here. You
Put him on the phone, let him talk.
All right.
He ain't gonna say shit. Let me run the show.
Do your thing.
He ain't gonna say shit.
Do your thing, man. Talk to me, man.
Patrice.
Go ahead, man. I'm listening to you.
Hey, Patrice.
Why are we wait? Yeah, I'm
He's
here.
an
Can you hear me?
immigrant. That's
Can you hear
what it
me?
is.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I can hear you.
But wait a second. Wait a second. I can hear you. But
all right.
But don't match. Here's another thing we can't do. Don't match your girlfriend's emotion with your own.
Patrice.
You sure you're not going to do that?
No, wait.
All right, let's. Okay, good.
Back up.
We're backing up, but go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Right. Back up. I love you.
Thank you. Okay, fair enough.
I've been listening to you forever.
Thank you. I'm sorry about that. Okay, I just thought you was mad at me because your wife was mad at me.
Oh no, buddy.
Okay.
No. And what happened is, I told
is your
my
wife. If your wife next to you with a fork sticking you in your face,
yeah,
she's next to you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Now you hear this girl, right? Hold on. Don't even say nothing, dude. She's saying he's right here. This is 50-50.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right.
He's right here. Here's a fucking guy who really is down with the program. He's down with the fucking program. Now his wife says here. She was comfortable on the phone saying
Here he is.
She said
Get on the fucking phone.
I've been married 10 years and I and no offense to this dude, but I'm gonna tell you why it's not happy automatically. Because I didn't like her in the 7 seconds that she was talking. So imagine a guy that has to live with her for 10 years.
This is, and I gotta stop. This is a perfect illustration of the modern man. This is like something you'll see everywhere, bro. I'm 23 and I see this all the time. This is a relationship where the roles are reversed, and the man, like, you can see the girl is over, like, she's loud. She doesn't care about her husband's place in the conversation, and it's like the dynamics have been reversed. The man is like, you see the first thing he says when he gets on the phone with Patrice is he's trying to be agreeable and make up for what his wife has said. Like, that's the woman who's typically that agreeable and wants to be liked by everybody, wants to be nice. And I don't even think he's that nice. He does that to make up for his wife's bitchy behavior. And that's he's a battered husband. That's exactly what Patrice is trying to say. That's what 50-50 relationships look like. It's when the man decides to be unhappy because we somehow have to come to an agreement, which typically isn't an agreement. It's just one of the two parties accepting to take the shorter end of the stick. And like, you can't, bro, the dynamics must be respected. And I always see it like that. Relationships are like a batteries, right? For them to work, there has to be positive and a negative, feminine and masculine. And in this situation, they reverse the situations, right? Because obviously somewhere around along the road, his wife stopped respecting him. She doesn't care what he thinks. She does not like him, and you could tell it. And like, what he's trying to do in this situation, he knows her behavior is like unacceptable, so he's trying to give her advice about how she's being a bitch by making her speak to Patrice on the phone, which is crazy. You have to face your girl, because nobody else other than you is going to get her respect. She's not going to respect you because Patrice makes her respect you. The worst that can happen, or the best that can happen, is she gets infatuated with him, because the strength is coming from him, not from you. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's keep on going.
And he just doesn't want any trouble. This guy doesn't want trouble. Here's what he did. Oh, sweetie, I love this guy, man. Black Phillip is on. Can you listen to it with me? And you know what she's doing?
She's trying to get medicine. She's trying to get medicine for his wife on the slide.
Yeah. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Patrice,
go ahead.
You are 90% right.
Okay, go ahead.
90%
Fair
right.
enough. Go ahead. What's the 10%?
But my wife, like me, is so headstrong. We agree on a lot of things, and she's so strong, like your girl, and like you.
He's a battered husband.
Wait a minute, Dante. Let this motherfucker talk.
Jesus.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Because he's not. You know what?
Because she's not saying you're 90% wrong. She said you're 100% wrong, and he's saying you're 90% right.
He walked into the garage.
That's the soul clap. That's the 70 soul clap right there.
Wait.
Listen to her. Shut up in the back. Shut your mouth in the back. Dirty whore. Shut your mouth. Hey, hold on. Wait a minute. Big man, hold on. Jen, put Jen on the phone for a sec. Put Jen on the phone.
Yeah, just let me talk for a second.
Because he don't get to do it at home.
You know, I've been listening to you guys forever. Patrice, I love you, man.
Okay.
And
it's starting to get redundant. And this is going to be my last commentary video. But there's 2 points we got to talk about before we end this. Okay. One, have you noticed how agreeable he's trying to be? Right. Just like Dante pointed out, he's trying to give Patrice, oh, you're 90% right. And he keeps it 10% so that his wife doesn't want to kill him. He's so agreeable. He's not being himself, which then takes us to the second point I want to bring up. And if you look at my past videos I've made from the beginning of my channel, a lot of men repress who they are, repress themselves in fear, especially when it comes to being in a relationship, of their partner judging them. You can't live in the fear of what your girlfriend's going to think of you, because it's then going to push you to do things that you don't even want to do. You're no longer yourself, which is not attractive. You know what I mean? Like, he called to speak to Patrice, and it takes him 3 minutes to say nothing, because during these 3 minutes, all he's trying to say is to get Patrice to not hate him and get his wife to still, not hate him even more than she does at the moment. He can't communicate anything. His wife is more concise and precise than he is. It took her 10 seconds to let Patrice know how much she doesn't give a shit about him, how much she hates him. He's been speaking for 3 minutes, and we still don't know nothing. Think about that. Look, man, we gonna wrap it up. If you like the content, subscribe, share, and like the video for more. And I'm gonna see you next time. Peace.